Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. This one is Doctor Who 50 Years of Humanism. This was requested by a Patreon subscriber, and if you too would like to join the Patreon, link down below in the description will get you there. Leave a like on the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, I post daily, so come on back every single day. Either a video has been posted or will be posted, and you'll see it soon. Let's go ahead and watch.
Have a kid and that's it.
That is true.
The truth is, the world is so much stranger.
That is so true. It's one of those weird things where we're always told what to do at a certain age, or at least, honestly, probably from the jump in non-verbal ways. But I guess it's kind of monkey see, monkey do, but eventually you're told verbally how you should do life. And it's kind of weird that we just don't, allow people to just get out there and do whatever the heck they want to do, and we try to guide them down a certain path. I mean, for some people it works that way, and for some people it doesn't. And it's just kind of up to each one of us to kind of choose our own direction.
There's so much.
If there's one thing Homo sapiens are, we are adaptable. There's certainly been a lot of things that have happened in the distant past and the recent past, and we made it through somehow. And now we're trying to colonize, make it to Mars and whatnot and beyond. And there's something admirable about that, It's just in us to survive and thrive and constantly push and push and push. And it's, I don't know what that is, but I guess what do they call it? The human spirit? It's our spirit that guides us.
The data that was drained from the girl shows the Doctor's long association with libertarian causes. His entire history is one of opposition to conquest. While he lives, he is a threat.
You can always judge a man by the quality of his enemies.
There are some corners of the universe which have bred the most terrible things. Things which act against everything that we believe in. They must be fought.
The Doctor showed me a better way of living your life. That you don't just give up. You don't just let things happen. You make a stand. You say no. You have the guts to do what's right when everyone else just runs away.
Unless we are prepared to sacrifice our lives for the good of all, then evil and anarchy will spread like the plague.
I love that Doctor just walking away cool from things.
Have you noticed how people's intellectual curiosity declines sharply the moment they start waving guns about?
Don't you see, violence doesn't end violence. It extends it.
It was a wonderful creature, capable of great good and great evil. Yes, I think you could say it was human.
This planet is just starting. These stupid little people have only just learned how to walk, but they're capable of so much more.
You want weapons? We're in a library. Books. Best weapons in the world. Arm yourself.
Say the right words, the right emphasis at the right time. Oh, you can make men weep or cry with joy. Change them. You can change.
You know what's funny? This is almost like a history lesson. How many people can you name?
It's minds, just with words.
Sad, really, isn't it? People spend all their time making nice things, and other people come along and break them.
The way I see it, every
Like sandcastles.
a pile of good things and bad things. The good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa. The bad things don't necessarily spoil the good things or make them unimportant.
Happiness is nothing unless it exists side by side with sadness.
I've been looking for a word.
Amen for that.
Like a complicated word, but so sad. I found it now.
If you don't have bad times, how are you going to enjoy the good times?
I'm
You're going to have nothing to compare them to.
Life isn't sad.
It's sad when it's over.
Some people live more in 20 years than others do in 80. It's not the time that matters, it's the person.
I hate that. The feeling of never living your life to the fullest. That is the worst feeling. I guess that kind of helps push you into living more, but man, is that feeling awful. Because you just feel like you're wasting time and life. It's so bad.
There is no indignity in being afraid to die. But there is a terrible shame in being afraid to live.
Pain and loss, they define us as much as happiness or love. Whether it's a world or a relationship. Everything has its time, and everything ends.
Everything's got to end sometime. Otherwise, nothing would ever get started.
You lot, you spend all your time thinking about dying. Like you're going to get killed by eggs or beef or global warming or asteroids. But you never take time to imagine the impossible. That maybe you survive.
Good point.
Why do you always assume the worst? Where's your joy in life? Where's your optimism?
I am and always will be the optimist. The hoper of far-flung hopes and dreamer of improbable dreams.
Doctor, why do you always show the greatest interest in the least important things, eh?
The least important things sometimes, my dear boy, lead to the greatest discoveries.
And this? Just rubbish.
Nothing's just rubbish if you have an inquiring mind.
It's always something to look at, if you open your eyes.
For some people, small, beautiful events is what life is all about.
A straight line may be the shortest distance between 2 points, but it is by no means the most interesting. The universe is big, it's vast and complicated and ridiculous, and sometimes, very rarely, impossible things just happen, and we call them miracles. 900 years, never seen one yet.
Magic, Leader. Magic?
I know. There's no such thing as magic.
Exactly. To the rational mind, nothing is inexplicable, only unexplained.
The ship is cursed! Yeah, right, curse. It's big with humans. Means bad things are happening, but you can't be bothered to find an explanation.
I too used to believe in magic, but the doctor has taught me about science. It is better to believe in science.
You're happy to believe in something that's invisible, but if it's staring you in the face, nope, can't see it. There's a scientific explanation for that. You're thick.
I've seen fake gods, bad gods, and demigods, and would-be gods.
Can you hear them? All these people who lived in terror of you and your judgment. All these people whose ancestors devoted themselves, sacrificed themselves to you. Oh, you like to think you're a god. But you're not a god. You're just a parasite.
You know, the very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't alter their views to fit the facts. They alter the facts to fit the views.
I do not ask too many questions. A scientist's job is to ask questions.
Answers are easy. It's asking the right questions which is hard.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, that sounds healthy anyway. Never be certain of anything. It's a sign of weakness.
I don't know. Isn't that brilliant? I love not knowing. Keeps me on my toes.
But I don't understand.
But this is one corner of one country in one continent on one planet that's a corner of a galaxy, that's a corner of a universe that is forever growing and shrinking, creating and destroying, never remaining the same for a single millisecond, and there is so much to see. All of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will. Where do you want to start? That's an alien world out there. Think of it.
But you don't know what's out there.
Then let's find out. We're on the edge of the cosmos, the frontiers of creation, the boundary between what is and isn't, or isn't yet anyway. Do you think that's interesting?
I suppose so.
What? I feel just like a goldfish looking out into a new world.
Look at all those planetary systems, Doctor. We could rule them all.
I want to see the universe, not rule it.
Because you don't need to own the universe, just see it. To have the privilege of seeing the whole of time and space. That's ownership enough.
I am a citizen of the universe. Your ideas narrow, too small, too crippled.
There's a lot of things you need to get across this universe. Warp drive, wormhole refractors. The only thing you need, most of all, you need a hand to hold.
You must travel with understanding as well as hope. You wanted advice, you said. I never give it, never. But I might just say this to you. Always search for truth. My truth is in the stars. What are we going to see and learn next, Doctor? Our destiny is in the stars. So let's go and search for it.
Next stop everywhere.
You know what I love about that? Traveling in space will always be this thing that humans, for as long as we are land-bearing species, we will always look up at the stars, and been doing this forever. That's why you see those murals in those caves have sky and stars and et cetera, et cetera. We've always been fascinated with what's up there. And as long as we are not regular passengers of the universe, we will continue to look at the stars and just wonder, like, what is out there? Is there some answer out there that's, you know, of course you have the religious side and you have the science-y side, but there's that general wonder of, are we alone? Is there anything out there that, you know, could support our life? Is there any other life not like ours that's supported? Is it really just one universe, or is it just our visible universe? And then past that is a whole other thing? It's fascinating. If you've never taken any sort of astronomy course or whatever, I highly recommend it. I took Astronomy 101 in college, and it was just fascinating. The class part was fascinating, learning about dark matter and black holes and et cetera, et cetera. And then also the lab portion was pretty cool, minus the coursework. A little bit too much math for me. But looking at the stars, going out there on the rooftop, teacher had a laser pen and was pointing stuff out. It's pretty sweet. It was very cool. Maybe not the best during the winter months out on a roof. Gosh, it was so bitter cold. Good gosh. But I highly recommend either auditing like a local community college astronomy course or taking an online course that's preferably free. What is it? Khan Academy or Coursera, something. And just, it's fascinating. It's endlessly fascinating, and it's something that, although you don't typically use it in everyday life, it's just really cool, really neat. That was really well done. Number one, the edit was great, and link down below in the description to go leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it. Really cool that they're able to pull all those quotes together from all those different generations and kind of put them together and create these little themes throughout the video. And Doctor Who in that video is very profound. The show, the dialogue, etc., etc. It was super profound. And I enjoyed it. And I hope you did too. Leave a like on the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, I post daily. So check it every day. If the notifications don't work or you turn it on and they don't work, just check it every day. Patreon link down below in the description. Link down below for the original video to go throw it some love. And I shall see you on the next one.